Hello, Ojo Hui, c'est samedi. Alors en français, je ne peux pas parler français pendant la français. Où est l'on? Je vis? Non, je suis l'épicerie. Yeah, no, je vis. Je suis is I am at. Je vis is I am going to. Yep, okay, because it's où est l'on? Je vis promenade, that's la quartier. So où est l'on so it should be je vis l'épicerie. Je vis magasin de jouets. Toy store. We're going to go through Ili Sapta. Alright, it is late. Yes, I decided to go late because I don't want to hit the afternoon sun. I would rather get the evening sun. And unfortunately, no zoomy zoom today. Yeah, on the one wheel. A bit sad. Today is just odd. Wake up, play games, don't feel like doing anything. So perhaps it's a small little resting day, perhaps. Anyway, better than nothing, right? Oh, even afternoon sun is a little bit wee hot, but not as hot as afternoon. Afternoon is crazy. Yeah, I can feel the heat difference. That's for sure. Anyway, we will continue our little review. Year recap thingy thing. I don't know how you call that. Okay, anyway, let's talk about let's say a little bit about our recap. So we have things that so we have the past 2 years. Start buying stuff that I don't need, that I technically speaking I don't really need, but it sort of scratched my itch. It's that, and of course the first 2 years in Canada, that was the best. Oh my goodness, it's windy right now. Yeah, the first 2 years in Canada, fantastic. It was one of those things that I don't really need stuff. I don't really go and buy stuff. I'm quite comfortable with what I have. But unfortunate, right? The first 2 years, well, I've spent most of my time playing games. Exactly. So what I've done today, it's a routine that I have usually do for the past 2 years. For the first 2 years in Canada, literally, it's simple as that. Right? Of course, we did go out and walk, so that's one small little saving grace. In fact, the walking part is the one that I've started to do more often when I came to Canada. Like almost every weekend, I'll go for a walk. As for now, yeah, slacking a little bit. That's not that great. The only difference is because in Montreal, except for the summer I think I hike more often in indoors. I don't know, did I? Anyway, I went out more often on in Montreal because there are just more things to do. So that's actually a very critical factor as well. More things to do in Montreal. Yeah, surprisingly. But now I got one wheel, so it is technically not an excuse because I usually go walking early in the morning. But do I take a lot of pictures? No, I didn't do a lot of pictures. Did some vlogs, but it's just different. I don't know. It felt different. That's for sure. But at the same time, the first 2 years I go to the office, right? So in the sense that I can't really run away from exploring. So that's great, actually. In my opinion, that's fantastic. Like I can't really go anywhere else. And usually I go exploring mostly during the winter-ish. Yeah, actually during the winter-ish. Then come home and then just do nothing and play games. Yeah, no. Okay, so all in all, it felt like I did more exploring when I'm in Montreal. It felt. But if we were to look at what I'm doing now with the one wheel, except for this week's just rubbish. Yeah, I did almost more or less the same thing, just more on the evening rather than in the morning. because I'm editing video and whatnot, and I'm becoming very lazy. That's not good. Anyhow, that's good, alright? In a way, we are still going out. So that's one tradition I want to keep, especially with walking. Because on one wheel, it's a whole different thing. You want to exercise as much as you can, as best as you can. So tomorrow, we will go somewhere a little bit further. Yeah, actually I want to go somewhere a little bit further tomorrow. But in the morning at 10 o'clock I need to do some stuff. So it's a little tough for me because I want to revisit Stanley Park. So yeah. Anyway, talking about that, it's still good, right? It's still good that we go out almost every weekend. Actually, come think of it, in Malaysia, I also kind of do that. The only difference is I go to shopping mall. So is it good or bad? You know what? It's a tradition worth keeping, just different activity. Yeah, personally I think it's much more bearable here when I do my morning walks, afternoon walks or evening walks, especially during the winter, like except summer. Like summer is just not so nice. So that's good. So that's a good habit that I want to keep on maintaining, which is doing more physical activities outdoors. Unfortunately, one of the things that I cannot do or hard to do is ice skating. Yeah, come think of it, not say I love ice skating, but I just like the feeling of being out. That's one thing for sure. Like during my childhood, I just like doing outdoor stuff. Can be many random stuff. Although I can stay at home and do nothing or play games, but I just prefer to go out. But it has to be an activity. It can't be just sitting down in a cafe doing nothing. That's rubbish. Okay, so that's one good thing. Of course, we talk about minimalists, having less stuff is good, and I've accumulated more stuff for the past 2 years. Right, beginning of the past 2 years, not great, not good. And also we did talk about buying stuff like lightsaber yesterday. Some of these things, the thing is when we become comfortable, yeah, it's tough, you know, it's tough. I really can't put my fingers somewhere and say, oh, this is the issue. But buying stuff just gives me joy, shopping therapy. But then again, not just any shopping therapy. I like the idea of having a goal to buy with my money, but at the same time I also enjoy not spending money in order to get something, right? So in a way, this year crypto kind of works because I did use some money to buy, although it's quite a lot of money. But in return, that amount of money that I spend, I get to buy more stuff. Oh no, oh no. I do not know where GoPro stopped, but it's in the lines of to buy stuff. At the same time, crypto gives me the chance to buy stuff without spending too much. Something like that. Yeah, no, budgeting is important. Anyway, so that's that overall for for everything. I think we did well this year. I think overall what I have right now, it's a good balance. It's not overspendy, but it's not underspendy. Well, there's no such thing as underspend, right? It's good not to overspend, and it's good to save money. Of course, still not enough money. I'll put it this way. Like, money is never enough, right? The moment I complain about not able to have a budget to buy something, that's a clear indication not enough money. Simple as that. I'm not going to beat around the bush. So having more money is always good. Alright. So for the past 4 years, for the first 2 years in Canada, perfect. Actually, I like it. But of course, there are some sacrifices I have to make. And then for the next 2 years in Canada, could have been better, but I think that's the reality of it. Yeah. from sharing apartments to not sharing apartment. Alright, anywho, I'm gonna wrap this up. I think it's a great talk and update, and it's the weekend. We want to do something else. We want to talk about something else. Hopefully I have another topic. We're gonna go grocery shopping. There's a comic. Okay, so before I close, I'm gonna leave that for tomorrow, right? Some things are not say worth spending, but it is an opportunity. Like I said, if there's an opportunity to do it, I will take it. The only difference is it worth taking it? It's always worth taking. Yeah, no matter how you see it, every opportunity, it's always worth taking. The only question is, can you take all the opportunity? Because if you take one, you have to let go of the other. That's the nature of it. Anyway, being said, je te revis demain. Oh, forgot to close. C'est une belle journée ensoleillée pour une promenade. Le ciel est bleu and clair.